I'm gonna make motorcycling great again. So, today we're talking about some of the best modifications you can do to your bike. And because this is a 2013 Daytona 675R, a lot of these upgrades are already done to the bike factory. It's one of the reasons why this is one of the top picks from Carlisle's picks. This has been on the list. Obviously this is a new model, but the Daytona has been on the list for quite a while now. The 2013 model has maintained its place. It's one of the reasons because it comes upgraded. You know, it's like you don't really need to do anything to it. It comes perfect. But for those of you guys that don't have a Daytona, you have some other bike, I'm going to tell you one of the top recommendations that I suggest that you do to your bike. Everybody wants to do engine modifications and power commander and all this kind of stuff. Suspension. Suspension is one of the most important things on your bike, and I think one of the best upgrades you can do to your bike. Because what's the sense of having all the power if you don't feel confident to use it because you don't have adequate suspension? So the bike is all over the place, you know, it's floaty, you know, you're losing traction. I mean, this is what's going to keep the tires to the ground. You could even get really nice tires. People get nice tires. And okay, so your tires are nice and grippy, but the suspension can't keep the tires on the ground, so it's useless. If your tires aren't on the ground, then it's useless. Suspension keeps the tires on the ground. It soaks up the bumps. You know, this is what gives you the confidence to go faster. You can go faster on a bike with better suspension and a slower engine than a faster bike with bad suspension that's scary to ride. So this is a Daytona 675R, which comes with Öhlins, one of the top suspension systems that you can get on a bike. But again, regardless, you want to upgrade your suspension, or at a minimum, go to a suspension setup place and have the suspension set up for your weight so that it is, you know, properly adjusted. Because people buy bikes, maybe they have nice suspension on them, but it's not adjusted to the weight, so it's not performing the way it should be. Take a quick look at the rear. Let's actually go on the other side. So here we have the rear, which you can actually adjust the rebound and compression right here. With, again, it's Öhlins suspension. This comes in the 675R. And these are adjustments. You go to suspension specialists, they can adjust it for you, for your weight. They can adjust what they call sag. That's one of the adjustments anyway. You know, when you sit on the bike, how much it, you know, compresses. And, you know, suspension can be kind of complicated, but you can do your research if you want, if you're, you know, brave, and learn how to adjust it yourself. Obviously, you can see it's right here. You know, I mean, I can start, you know, tweaking it how I want to. It's that easy. See that? No tools, nothing. Of course, that's the beauty of this high-end suspension system. You know, you can get cheaper suspension that requires tools. Sometimes it's like you got to get a flathead screwdriver and you got to hit it with a hammer. You know, there's these rings you got to spin around and stuff like that. But anyway, bottom line, suspension, one of the top upgrades you can do to your motorcycle that I recommend. And at a minimum, adjust it for your weight, or and even if you have a suspension that's not adjustable, what you can do, there are things that you can do where you can upgrade non-adjustable suspensions, and also you can change the fork oil. It's another thing that people do to make it more firm, like a Daytona. The SV650, generally soft suspension. You can get a different weight of oil that's better for you. You're watching Carl's Picks, and that's my recommendation for a top upgrade for your motorcycle. We're out here in sunny Beverly Hills, California, Santa Monica Boulevard. And if you enjoyed the episode, definitely subscribe, like, comment, share. Thank you for watching. This is Carl's Picks.